And from the movie Kali Yuga, that is all that's playing for you right here on East FM, Kenya's premier Asian mix. You are listening to me, Natasha Jamal, on Creme de la Creme Lifestyle this Wednesday night. Now, it's always exciting to have company in the studio, and it's even more exciting when the people giving you company are doing something quite unique. So like I said earlier, I do have Rupal Shah and Kunali Dodia in the studio with me today to talk about their brainchild, Street Release. So first of all, welcome back to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Natasha. It's great to be back.
This is the second time you're here. We spoke with you last year when you just kicked off Street Release.
Yes, that's correct.
So for those who might not be aware or forgot last year's interview, maybe you can start by telling us a bit about Street Release. What is it? You know, where did it come from? A little background.
Okay, so Street Release is a non-profit initiative which I launched with my cousin Rupal Shah, which we started last year, January.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal is to create opportunities for kids from disadvantaged communities so that they gain access to the arts.
Okay, and you know, a lot of people when they're thinking about doing charity, they think about food, medication, education, but you guys picked the arts.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so there's two main reasons. So firstly, we strongly believe in the therapeutic nature of the arts, and many of the kids that we're currently working with have come from some seriously troubled backgrounds, and they're trying to cope with issues such as post-neglect trauma, poverty and rape, all of which, as you can imagine, are extremely socially and emotionally stressful to deal with.
Right.
So the focus behind all of our projects are to give these kids the opportunity to be able to use different art forms to positively channel and release some of these stresses that they face. And secondly, is also to show these kids that alongside traditional work, opportunities for them to develop a sustainable career within the arts can also exist as long as they're passionate, they're hardworking, they're dedicated, and they're talented.
That's really interesting. Now, I know that last year you guys ran 2 projects at the St. Paul's Children's Centre in Gong, and this is actually now your 3rd project this week, and it's a capoeira workshop, right?
Yes, that's right. So last year we ran a 1-week dance workshop program and an art day, and this year we're actually on to our 3rd day of a capoeira workshop program, which we've partnered up with Capoeira Blanco Negro. The classes started on Monday and will finish on Friday, and they run each day for 3 hours from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and we have about 60 children on board.
Now, capoeira is Brazilian martial arts, correct?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
So why did, where did the idea of capoeira come from? Why did you choose this particular?
Okay, so capoeira has a lot of benefits, like especially physical benefits. It increases your balance, it improves flexibility, it improves agility, coordination, but it also has like mental benefits such as it improves confidence, self-esteem and reduces stress. So it's an art form that can help the child well-being all around.
And it's really cool to watch, I have to say. I've watched a few capoeira acts, or I don't know, fights. I don't know how you refer to it. But it's very cool to watch. It's very unique, and you don't see a lot of it here. So I think it's a great opportunity for the kids to explore and experience something new.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And how's the initiative going so far? Are they taking well to it?
Yeah, it's going really well. I mean, like you said, it's obviously not something that a lot of people are aware of. So initially, especially for these kids, it took a while for them to get into it because it's not something that they've ever seen before. And obviously, as you've seen capoeira, some of the moves are quite challenging.
Yeah.
But what's been really good is that these kids, when they can't do the move, they've not got disheartened and they've not given up. They've just completely laughed it off, and they're just pushing themselves to do even better and just get better and better day by day.
That's amazing, and I think it's almost better if it's a challenge because the accomplishment, the feeling of accomplishing something at the end is so much more.
It's really, really good.
Well, perfect. When we come back, we will talk to the girls a little more about the workshop and tell you more about how you can support. Stay tuned. To me, Natasha Jamal, right here on East FM, Kenya's premier Asian mix, 106.3 in Nairobi, 89.5 in Mombasa. Now, if you've just joined us, then we are here with Kunali and Rupa, who are telling us about their brainchild Street Release. And basically what it is, it's a 1 week, well, their project this year is a 1 week capoeira workshop for the children at St. Paul's Orphanage. Now, girls, tell me, you are a non-profit organization.
Yeah.
So how do you raise funds for the workshop, or for Street Release in general?
Okay, so last year we had a really big fundraising event back in London, and some of the proceeds from that have actually gone towards funding this next project.
Mhm.
But this year we were kindly supported by the Flashback DJs in London,
Okay.
who held an event on October the 15th and kindly donated 30% of all of the ticket sales to Street Release.
Wow.
So really big shout out to them.
Mhm.
We've also been supported by financial donations and donations in the form of food, drinks, production and design services. So lots of different areas.
Well, that said, do you feel people are quite willing and open to support you, or are they a little...
I think we've been quite lucky in that sense. We've had like a good network of people who continuously do support us. So it's not been too much of a struggle just yet. So it's good.
Well, that's great, and hopefully that continues on over the years. Now, at the end of the workshop on Monday, that's on the 12th, you have organized a Brazilian-themed party to celebrate, the children and their accomplishments. So, can you tell us a little more about that?
Yes, so the party is called Fiesta Brasilia, and which is going to be held on the 12th of December, and it starts from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it's at the children's home itself. And as you mentioned, it's under the Brazilian theme, so we'll be decorating the home with Brazilian props. We'll be serving Brazilian food, drinks, we'll have a live band, DJ, dance floor, salsa class, and the kids and the teachers will be doing a performance. It's an open invite event, so if you're free, please do come along. It's going to be a fantastic and fun afternoon. Tickets are going for 350 shillings each, and children under 5 go for free, and 100% of all proceeds come back into Street Release.
Sounds like a way that I definitely want to spend my public holiday, that's for sure. But just playing the devil's advocate here now, I assume that organizing a party like this, there would be quite a few costs involved.
Yeah.
And, maybe some people feel that you might be better off spending that money, for your next project instead of doing something so large and putting so much cash behind this.
Yeah.
What would your response to this be? I mean, why do you feel like having a party is important?
Okay, so the party is a vital part of the project, and it's vital because it's giving the children a platform to showcase their achievements and also feel supported by the community, which is extremely important.
Right.
But it's not just that, it's also a fantastic opportunity for people and the wider community to be able to experience firsthand the reasons why these projects are so important. It's for example, it's like if one of your friends tells you they've been attending regular dance classes, and as a result of feeling more confident, a bit more alert, and just less tired, unless you actually experience those classes for yourself, you're not going to be able to fully appreciate and understand the true benefits.
Makes a lot of sense, actually. That is a great point. Now, if people do want to come along, and I'm sure many do, who should they contact? Or is there a number they can call, an email address they can write to?
Okay, so the best thing would be to do is to call me on 0722 499 669. That is 0722 499 669, or alternatively you can visit our Facebook page on facebook.com/streetrelease. That is facebook.com/streetrelease, and you can find all the information for Fiesta Brasilia there.
Well, perfect. And if you have any comments or questions for the girls of Street Release, you can give me a call right here on the studio lines, 424-0106. You can also write me on Facebook, Natasha Jamal East FM. You can also send me a text message on 4994. Remember to start your message with the word East. So, write to us, let us know what you think, and we'll wrap this up when we get back right after this track. You're right here on East FM, Kenya's premier Asian mix. You're right here with me, Natasha Jamal, on Creme de la Creme Lifestyle, and tonight I am talking to Kunali and Rupal about their brainchild Street Release and the capoeira workshop that they have organized for the kids at the St. Paul's Orphanage over this week, culminating in a Brazilian-themed party on Monday the 12th. Now guys, what are your future plans with Street Release? I know this is your third project, your second year running. Where do you see yourself in? This is like an interview. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay, so our focus at the moment is to provide annual workshops to the kids at St. Paul's and introduce them to new art forms. But our plans for the long term is to be able to set up weekly lessons in a specific art form so that kids can fully embrace and benefit from practicing the classes.
Okay. And do you have any idea what art form it is, or you'll just go with the flow? Decide
I think
as
that's
well?
what, because we're still obviously quite embryonic in our developments. So I guess for the time being, we're just going to continue to introduce them to new art forms, and then I guess just see which art form they kind of enjoy the best,
Right.
and then try and develop a system that we can create weekly classes in that specific art form for them, so they can just obviously develop the talents and just begin to grow with that.
And I don't know if you can really tell, but from last year you did hip hop dancing.
We did 3 different types of dances. So we did street dance, Indian and African. So obviously just giving them exposures to lots of different styles.
What do you think between those 3 in capoeira? Do you think they're more enthusiastic about one or the other, or is it still quite hard to
It's
tell?
different because with capoeira it's a very different art form than dance, and with dance obviously it's something that they are aware of and they've seen before, whereas capoeira is something completely new.
Right.
So they are kind of reacting a little bit differently to capoeira than they did with dance, but just equally as enthusiastic with both.
Well, perfect. Now, what advice would you give to anyone who's looking to set up something similar?
Okay, so the first step I would say is to share your idea. You need to basically let as many people know about what you're trying to achieve, and it really only takes one other person who shares your passion to kind of jump on board and really help you get things started.
Right.
And then it's just about working really hard to build a network of people around you who want to help you achieve your goal, and just working together to make it happen. I mean, on your own, it's really difficult for obviously to be perfect in all the different areas, whether it be marketing, fundraising, budgeting, operational side. But if you can find different people who are specialized in those areas and they can either partner up with you or guide you, then that really is a fantastic win.
Well, perfect. And tell us again how someone can get a hold of you, either to find out about the event on Monday or just to help you out, to volunteer, to comment or to speak to you, whatever it is.
Okay, perfect. So the best thing to do would be to drop me an email at rupal24shah@gmail.com. So that's RUPAL24SHAH@gmail.com. Or alternatively, you can leave a message for us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Street Release.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for being on the show tonight. It was a pleasure as always.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. And good luck. I'll definitely be seeing you on Monday. We can buy tickets at the door, right?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Perfect. So I'll definitely be there on Monday, and I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
Great. Thanks, Natasha.